In today's video, we are going to talk about eligibility for adjustment of status. Visit us at Swat&Vee channel with your questions to see how best we can help you out with your process. Please don't forget to subscribe if you are new to the channel. Let's get into the video. So let's discuss eligibility for adjustment of status. I know that adjustment of status is a very popular option for most couples. For those who are indeed eligible for adjustment of status, it's really a great option. Not everyone is eligible though for adjustment of status, and that's why I'm making this video to really break down those eligibility requirements. Immigration law is complex, and so I will do everything I can to provide you with a summarized version of immigration laws to make it as clear as possible. And so there are a lot of eligibility requirements, but there's 4 very important and 4 main eligibility requirements that I will be reviewing here with you today. So the first eligibility requirement is that you entered the United States, that you were admitted or inspected when you entered the United States. So that essentially means that you entered the United States lawfully, that you entered with some type of visa like an H-1B visa, or maybe a student visa like an F-1 visa. So that is the first requirement, that you entered with inspection. Now I'm going to digress just a little bit because there's a very important point that I would like to make. So that aside, the digression that I would like to make with regards to tourist visa, there's a lot of rumors out there about how to do your own immigration case and that you should just come on a tourist visa and then adjust your status, and then that's the best way to do your case. And I know that there are people out there that said that they have done that, but to be honest with you, coming on a tourist visa with the intent to get married and to remain in the United States, to complete the adjustment of status process is considered by immigration to be fraud or misrepresentation. So that is the aside of yes, you have to have been inspected or admitted, but that doesn't mean that you can come on a tourist visa with the intent to get married and remain here in the United States. That would make you ineligible. That is a whole other topic, and I'm going to create a whole other video on that, but I wanted to give you a little bit of a disclaimer. I would be remiss for not sharing that information with you on coming with a tourist visa. With that intention would not work for that first requirement of having been inspected or admitted. Eligibility requirement number 2 is that you are physically present here in the United States at the time of filing your application, and you do have to remain here in the United States throughout the application process unless you receive a travel permit. Eligibility requirement number 3 is that you have to have, or rather there has to be, a visa available for you at the time of filing. And so the great thing about marriage adjustment of status is if you're married to United States citizen, there is no what they call a visa quota when you're married to United States citizens. Spouses of United States citizens are considered immediate relatives, so that is an eligibility requirement that you would find on the USCIS immigration website.
So I wanted to go over that, but it really isn't applicable if you're married to United States citizen. That can make you eligible to be able to just go ahead and apply without having to wait in line. So I also want to explain with a little bit more clarity that if you were married to a lawful permanent resident, then you would have to wait in line for a visa to become available. And what that means is for certain categories of immigrants is spouses of lawful permanent residents. There is an annual visa quota on amount of visas that can actually be issued to certain family members, and those individuals have to wait in line. Well, there is a possibility that once there is a visa available that you could adjust status. It's really quite complicated if you're married to a lawful permanent resident to complete adjustment of status. In general, in those circumstances, we would look and see if the lawful permanent resident spouse would be able to become a citizen or what options would be for a spouse visa. So in general, you would be married to United States citizen, and then that requirement of having to wait for a visa to become available wouldn't be relevant. The last eligibility requirement number 4 is that you have to be admissible, and that's a fancy way of saying that you have to be eligible to be able to receive a green card. That eligibility requirement of admissibility is a very big umbrella category. Because in that category there might be individuals who have certain grounds of inadmissibility. To name a few, immigration has a very long list under the Immigration and Nationality Act of issues that a person could have that can make them ineligible to receive their green card via adjustment of status, and in some instances there's a way to ask for forgiveness with a waiver, and in some instances there are no options, that there's what they call a permanent bar and the person is never eligible to receive their green card. And on that long list of immigration issues that a person could have or problems that a person can have includes anything from time in the United States without documents, so overstaying a tourist visa, for example, or entering without inspection, or certain criminal history. Those are just a few examples, but you'll want to make sure that you are admissible or eligible to receive the green card. In general, those are the 4 eligibility requirements for adjustment of status. I hope you guys found this video extremely helpful. If you know anybody that could benefit from this information, definitely make sure to share this video with them. We're all about empowering you with knowledge, so the more people that can benefit from this video, the more people we want watching this video. If you like this video, Please make sure to hit that thumbs icon. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe and hit on the notification bell for more immigration updates. Bye.